Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. Thank you for tuning in. Coming out of the neighborhood. It rained like a son of a gun last night. I was not sure I was going to ride in the morning because I didn't feel like putting on rain gear and all that to get on this thing. But it is blue skies and sunny, a little chilly, cooler. Wear the jacket, but the roads are dry. We'll see how much debris like rocks and junk like that might have washed across the roads. With this, I don't even worry about it. Like I said earlier in my videos, way back, it's much different than a motorcycle, where you got to worry about that stuff. You hit some patch of rocks washed across the road on a turn from rain overnight or something like that, and you're in trouble. I mean, you better hold on, or think quick. Just straighten up on that turn. But that's it. Heading on out. I got a message, or I got messages or comments on one of my videos and said, hey, do you see that guy's video where he sold his Ryker because it was squirrely on the highway? Hold on, let me put that. Yep, that thing's not down all the way. But yeah, he sold it because it was, first of all, his wife wouldn't get on it and his son wouldn't get on it. So he had to ride it alone pretty much. And the other thing, let me get around this big puddle here. There we go. Then the other thing is, he said it's, long distance on a highway, it's, too much work. It's squirrely, it wants a track and everything. But that's the nature of this thing. It wants the track. You get into the bigger models, I think it's, not as bad. I don't know. I have not rode one of those. This is more sporty, around town, to work, commute. If you have a short commute to work, like I'm on the highway maybe 15 minutes, at 65, 70 miles an hour, and it's not that bad. I mean, it's like I'm used to it already. So it's really nothing. But if you go for a 3 or 4 hour trip at 60, 70 miles an hour, it's not the vehicle for it. That's not what it's intended for. And you look at the commercials, it shows you, or you could pretty much get that feeling. It doesn't show the open road cruising. It shows windy, twisty roads around town, more urban atmosphere. So let me get out. That truck passed, but that's all that's going past when you're on one of these. I mean, it jumped right up to 50 miles an hour, 60 almost. Well, that was ease. That was trying not to spin the back wheel. So normally, as one car goes to pass, if you jump out and give it the gas, you'll stay with them. They will not pass you. It has that quick a pickup on these things. Anyway, yeah, so I mean, you look at the commercials, that's what it's made for, and it's tended for, to sell to those type people. If you're more the person that wants to get on it, load it with gear, and cruise for 4 hours, you can do it. I mean, it's been more than capable, no problem at all. But you're going to feel the tracking and the close wheel base and everything. It's you're going to notice it. To me, it's not a big deal anymore. I don't care. I just let it ride wherever it wants to ride, pretty much, unless it gets a little squirrely. But other than that, it just goes where it wants. Excuse me, I'm still tired. Morning. What else? So yeah, that answers that question. At least my opinion on it. You don't buy like a 30-30. I don't know if anybody's into guns on this thing, and I don't mean to impose anything about the guns, but I'm just saying, like a gun, you go to buy a 30-30, it's more short range, 100-yard gun, thick brush. Don't take it to Wyoming where you're planning on making a 400-yard shot. You know what I mean? It's the same thing. So I mean, if you want a more of a cafe style racer and winding through the mountain roads, you don't buy a 3-wheeler for that. So that's it. That's my opinion. You probably watched one of my earlier videos, probably just a little while ago, on my running and all that. And I get a lot of questions about that, through the day at work, and people on Instagram. I do a lot of stuff on Instagram. I do not do much on Facebook. It's like fake book. It's not Facebook. I mean, it's just people want to see drama and look how great my life is, and I'm more into Instagram, where you can pick your audience that you view to your hobbies and likes. So anyway, do a lot on Instagram, and I get a lot of comments about my running. And everybody says, how do you do it? I am going to be 55 in July, next month. And it's, I just love it. It's just something I absolutely love. And they said, how do you not quit? As you're running and it's painful and this and that, how do you not? I said, well, first thing, which you got to think about this a little bit, once I say it, you have to hate losing more than you like winning. That pretty much says it all. You have to hate the quit. The quit, when you quit and say, I give up, I can't go any further, will stay with you forever than the pain that you're suffering at the time of the race. That will end within hours afterwards, maybe a day. But that you giving up will, just end it. And if you say, no, it won't, I care less, well, then I guarantee you won't pick up a sport like running. You won't last in that, and it's something that will not interest you, and you will not follow it very long, if that's your attitude. So I love it. I love the challenge. I love the mental aspect of where it pushes you mentally into the unknown and how to handle it. They call it the pain cave. You get into this zone and it's just painful and ugly and miserable, and then you come out of it and reach up to a higher level, and then you go back down into that ugliness, and then you come back up. A few races, you come into that pain area or that ugliness. It's just miserable. You're not having fun, and you stay there way too long. Certain races do happen like that, or runs. So you got to deal with it. Oh, thanks, buddy. He went to get over and didn't want to be behind somebody, so he doesn't mind cutting back and blocking me. So it's all right for him to slow somebody up, but God forbid he gets slowed up. That people are inconsiderate. They just unbelievable. Anyway, we'll go back to my little conversation. So that's it. That's why I love it. I love the running, and hopefully by the time 5 years hits, by 60, I want to do the 100-mile race. I'm almost thinking by the end of this year, I'll probably do an ultra, which is anything over the 26 point whatever, marathon pace or length, which is not a big deal. As in ultra, like if you just go over that, like a 50K is like 31 miles. So I'll probably start out with like a 50K and then go from there, go 50K, then a 50 miler, and then, up from there. Alright, so we'll get back on the bike. I still have not done the 3,000 mile review, which will be coming up. I guarantee you I will get to it this week. I'll take the time out and do the review on it. What else? Oh, somebody would messaged me or commented that they were saying, yeah, they like the color and all that, but they would almost think about doing wraps on it instead. And I'm almost thinking that, that might be pretty cool, because you can really get a crazy look with some wraps. So maybe over the winter when it's real nasty, like say January or late December, I may take all the panels off it and send them out and get them wrapped, or even dipped, the Hydra dip. That's another one that you can get some really crazy designs and go from there. Hydra dipping shouldn't be too bad. To do it yourself, it kind of gets expensive. You got to have the proper tanks and all, especially for larger panels that this has. I've already looked into it. The activator, you're better off buying by like the gallon, and then you need the spray guns and all that. And then your temperature, your water has to be, consistent. So there's a lot to it than just filling up a little tub of water and dipping one little, piece, like a 4x4 piece. When you're dipping something that's, 20 inches long by 20 inches wide, you have to somewhat know what you're doing. So, I think for the whole bike, or for the pieces, I got a price back. It would be about $600 to do the Hydra dip, and that was pretty cool. It was like a white with red lightning and streaks and stuff in it, like a pattern. It was really cool looking. But I think if I do something like that, change the coloring with a wrap or dip, I'm going to change the color completely and go from there. But you guys have seen this road before. It is boring. I will cut it short as I get up here because it is just monotonous every morning heading down the same highway. But anyway, this is that highway where I say, and I come down, I'm probably on it 15 minutes a day, coming down and back from work. And it tracks a little bit, but once you get used to it, after a couple hundred miles or a couple thousand miles, you get used to it. It's not bad. But if you want more of a cruiser, go to the Slingshot or the other one. It may track a little better. This is definitely made for around town, like I said at the early part of the video. What else I've gotten comments on? Try to think and touch base with it for you guys. Oh, people asking about my cup holder. Where's my cup holder? I don't need it. I just throw it in my water bottle and wait till I get to work and put it up on my desk. That's no big deal to me. I did that with the bicycle. I used to put my coffee in my water bottle and throw it in the cage and pedal to work. One had protein drink in it and the other one was my coffee. So I drink my coffee first, then probably a water bottle of water, and then shake up the protein mix to give me my nutrition for the morning. But that is it. So far, no chips or peeling of the paint. The side ones, the last ones I did that look like a L, I don't have great confidence in. I have a feeling that plastic is something a little different. I did the same prep work that I did on all the others, and it just doesn't look quite right. So I'm thinking maybe a couple months it may start chipping or peeling. It hasn't yet, but I just don't have the confidence in it like I do the other panels. It just doesn't seem to be laying the same way. It might be a different style plastic or something like that. But that's it. Beautiful morning. Got my coat on. Chilly. A little chilly for morning. And still tired. What else? Oh, I haven't had any problems really, or any bad experiences yet with debris in the road. I know at the beginning when I first got it, months ago, I don't know how many hundreds of videos, that I was worried about catching dead animal in the road or debris. I've had to get around a couple little dead animals, just miss it with the front wheel, and I know the back wheel will miss it. But nothing major like deer or anything like that on the road. And no debris like tires, the rubber parts of tires from tractor trailers. I haven't had any problems with those, luckily. If you guys have had any issues with that stuff on the road and running into it, how did your Ryker fare on that? Let me know. Also, have you guys put a can of Fix-A-Flat in your bag or on your bike? I recommend that highly. Go to the auto parts store. It's like $5 and it'll get you out of a bind when you get a flat tire on this thing, being that you can't carry a spare and you can't just have anybody pull the tire off for you. So you'd want to put that Fix-A-Flat in it real quick, get you out of that pickle and get your butt home or somewhere to where they can fix it. So go get that. It's $5. It's like the price of a cup of coffee at most, Starbucks or whatever, and it could really save your butt, from being broke down on the side of the road. Anyway, here's my exit coming up here. After I loop around, I think I'll cut it short. You've seen down along the river and into my work, so I don't want to bore you with that. And these people still have the signs out on the side of the road here trying to tell people to keep their trash in the car, which is awesome. I like it. Here's one there and another one. But as you can see, the people around here, they probably throw the stuff out just to antagonize them, being the mentality that they have. All right, talk to you guys later. Have a great day. Bye.